Hello, soul surfers. We're on the treatment table for this session and talking about triggers. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you've been hanging out since this channel got active, you may have noticed my opening up saying I was reporting for duty on a trigger. And some of you are asking, what are you talking about? So this is about that. And so, let's just take right now, triggers. Currently in our town, city, neck of the woods, there is an advertisement on one of the billboards inviting whoever passes by to adopt their Shazam family. I think that's what it says. And the organization putting on the ad is, I think, USAadoptsteens.org or something to that effect. And on the billboard, in addition to that message, is the graphic of the different members of a family all dressed up in superhero outfits, perpetuating the adoption fairy tales. And so that is one. Pardon me, I need to itch my nose. And then another is both of these are on the way to the Y, which we've been going swimming to try to get ourselves back into shape after tumbling and falling. And so both of these, the billboard is on the way to the Y, and then right outside the Y, there's one of those lawn ornaments. It's one of those lawn advertisements that you can easily stick in your lawn for a couple days or weeks or months and then pull it out. Some last longer than others. And the little advertisement says, Warriors Wanted. And I believe the organization seeking warriors was, I think, the U.S. Army. So those are two triggers. We're immersed in adoption spirit magic, in a state of adoption spirit magic. We've danced away from the states of emergency, the fight, flight, freeze, fuck, fawn cycles. And we have danced away from the adoption fairy tales. We have danced away from the gypsy myths and immersed into adoption spirit magic, recognizing we haven't received the spirit of bondage again to fear. We've received the spirit of adoption, where we cry, thanks God for helping us all. And another way to say that is, life's for learning to tolerate. Nobody's perfect, starting with self. And we're careful to avoid the tricky flip side of that card. She'll never learn. Off with the head. So there we are. Triggers. And then a few more triggers. Perhaps you've engaged in this behavior. Like myself, I used to engage in this behavior where I'm so grief-struck by loss that I'm talking trash over food and drinks with others who are doing the same, and we're laughing, and this amounts to cursing. And I used to do that to people within my family and without of my family, friends, family. I thought that's what we were supposed to do. seem like that's like what you're supposed to do. Look at the programming. The mainstream programming across the board, across fields, top to bottom, around the world. And so much of it condones that. And so the other triggers now, I pick up on others playing out that loss in a similar way that I used to. And perhaps it's hearing the cries of the world is one way to call it. This also comes out in feeling those people lashing out at me, feeling that psychic attack from those times that others are so grief-struck by loss that they find themselves talking trash over food and drinks about people like me, and I feel it. I pick up on it. And you know, the times that groups get together, these I pick up on this. The action seems to ramp up. So holidays, weekends, regular family work, national gatherings, and so yeah, these are some of the triggers. And I share not to ask you to take care of me or to expect you to take care of me, but just to share, seeking and sharing my truth. And people asked what I was talking about, and so to honor that curiosity and to be open and transparent as I can with these sensitive issues in a way that perhaps adoption hasn't been looked at before, or Romani hasn't been looked at before, or racism hasn't been looked at before, on and on. So thank you so much for joining us on the treatment table. Heartily, we are grateful. Until next time, ciao for now. We love you all.